What's up, everyone? It's TK from Dudes Talking Comics. I'm here with another comic book review. But before we get into that, I want to share a couple of things I picked up this week with you guys, so stay tuned. So first and foremost, I want to say if you guys live in New York City, make sure you guys are hydrating. The weather is crazy. It's been hot outside. I could barely even withstand the humidity. Alright guys, so let's dive right into it. So yesterday I went to the comic book store, Midtown Comics. I was like, you know what, it's Comic Book Wednesday, what else can I do besides pick up some comics? Anyways, so while I was browsing through the whole store, you know, through the shirts, through the statues, through the figures, I came across these. So I don't collect Pops like that. I do not collect Pops at all, actually. But what caught my eye is that it said Gargoyles on it. So I looked furthermore into it. I was like, oh snap. And actually Brooklyn was the one I was looking at. And I was like, oh wow, they brought it back. Like, I haven't seen figures. Like, I remember getting the first action toy on it. Like the toy of Goliath. And after that, I haven't even seen like new episodes, new things, new shows on it, any kind of gear, anything. I guess it wasn't that popular. I guess, you know, kids didn't like it that much, but I did. I enjoyed it growing up. So came across these and I was like, all right, they got Brooklyn. Then I saw Hudson and I was like, all right, you know what? I'll probably collect these just to have them. They're the only things that, you know, that are out there. So I went on a search on So I was looking through a store. I actually picked these up. I picked up Brooklyn, Hudson, Lexington, and these two I picked up at GameStop. So right after Midtown Comics, I was like, yo, you know what? Let me just go check it out. Let me check out GameStop, because I hear and I see them sometimes. So I picked up Broadway, and then finally I got to the Bronx. And when I picked up Bronx, it has like a dent. I don't know if you guys can see that. But again, I'm not a big collector of Pops, so I don't know how they're supposed to be. I don't know if they're something that's supposed to be mint. I'm guessing they are, because people take it real serious. But actually I got these for my enjoyment. They brought me back memories from my childhood, so I'm not even going crazy about the box quality or how it is. As long as the figures are there and the names are there and there's pictures and I could go back, Gargoyles and everything like that. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, let's get into the comics. I didn't get to do a review last week, so this is gonna be 2 weeks of comics of what I'm reading, so bear with me. And yeah, let's just jump into it. So let's kick it off with the first comic, The Immortal Hulk. Now for me, this comic book has been great. The series has been great. I love the theme. I've been loving the covers by Alex Ross. So in this one, we go into the whole thing about Bruce Banner's friend, which was Sasquatch from Alpha Flight. So we get a brief background of them, you know, in college, and how Sasquatch was a jock and Bruce Banner was the, you know, the smart one, the geek, if you want to say. I loved it. It's a dark tone. You know, this comic book issue, it starts building up. You know, it starts building up for a fight that's coming up. And we get a story of how, you know, of what was Sasquatch's intentions. What was he trying to do when he found out about the Hulk, when he found about the gamma radiation. And he admits that he wanted to duplicate what Bruce Banner had. So he wanted to be a second Hulk, or to have the same abilities and stuff like that. So he goes into details about it, and you know, we learn that they actually both know about his intentions, about what he was trying to do and everything. But overall, I think the series is good. I think it's in a great place right now, and I'm interested. And also it has that horrifying theme to it, so of course. The next one is Cosmic Ghost Rider. This, oh my god, I've been loving Cosmic Ghost Rider since Thanos wins, and I just believe it's just brilliant. I love how everything's put. You know, at first I was just like, oh man, Frank Castle, he's acting like a fool. He's acting like somewhat of Deadpool, and you know, I don't want to see this side of him because he's such a badass. He's Punisher. But I think it's working out well. In this comic book, we see that Ghost Rider is he's riding around with Thanos, baby Thanos, and he goes to this planet and he's waiting there for somebody to come. He's waiting for a friend, as he describes in the comic, and he finally meets the friend, and that friend is Galactus. So Galactus goes into his head. He starts seeing what happened before, what happened during Thanos wins, and he couldn't believe that Ghost Rider hasn't killed the kid yet, hasn't killed Thanos, baby Thanos. So Galactus tries to kill him, but it didn't work. And then Ghost Rider's like, what are you doing? I came to talk to you because I wanted to talk about a different path for him and stuff like that, seeing if we could change things without killing him, because he's still a baby, you know, innocent, kind of, not. But yeah, he goes there, and then the Watcher comes in. The Watcher comes in and he's like, you're making the biggest mistake. This is gonna be the life-threatening, the universe collapse, kind of the apocalypse thing going on if you make this wrong decision, and I am actually here to witness it. So Ghost Rider's like, well, what are you talking about? You know what? I'm gonna just raise the kid myself. And that's what the Watcher was trying to say. He was like, yep. And that's what's gonna happen. And right after that, you're gonna regret it after you make that decision. So he makes that decision, like, split second. He walks away, and then boom. The only one that freaking travels through time, that's always there, that always comes from the future, always does this, it's my boy Cable. He just comes in. Nathan Summers comes in and he's like, yo, you're about to catch their hands, basically. And the comic book ends there. So I mean, I'm telling you, it's been interesting, it's been great, I'm loving it, it's been fun. Definitely gonna continue with this one. Alright, so the next one is Justice League number 5. I don't know about you guys, but I've been loving these covers. The covers that show the whole, you know, one of the Justice League member, and it's just the whole cover. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. Again, I think I mentioned this before. The title of the comic is at the bottom with the artist and the writer, and I think that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. Jim Lee did this cover, so he is one of my favorites. But to the story, we get into starts off with Lex Luthor telling us how things came about, how he's got this power, this doorknob. It's pretty interesting. This doorknob like has some cosmic power, some cosmic energies going on in it. We see him go talk to Sinestro, go talk to Grodd. So ultimately, he's building the Legion of Doom. He's talking to all the members, and he's telling them like, hey, whatever you want, I can grant you. I can give you whatever you want. Just be on my side, kind of thing. You know, the original story of that. And he's just there like, yeah, so listen, I could give you whatever you want. Just follow me. Here's a power. And he shows it. He's the one that did the ultraviolet core for Sinestro. Gave him that ability. Gives Grodd the Still Force. And he's just granting all these powers to all these members. He's still in Superman's body. He's still traveling forward. He's going through a totality. So I'm definitely enjoying this as well. Like all these comics that I've been reading and everything, they've been doing well. I don't know about you guys, but I love Justice League where it's at. I love Ghost Rider. I love what was the Immortal Hulk. I love all of them. All right, Batman number 52, another one that I'm enjoying. We get deeper into the trial. We get deeper into how the jury feels about what's going on with Victor Fries, Mr. Freeze. So right now it's ultimately Bruce Banner, you hear me? Bruce Wayne versus Batman. That's exactly what it is. Bruce Wayne is trying to say like, hey, listen, you know what? I think Batman was wrong. You know, he shouldn't be, you know, he shouldn't be accused of what happened because it wasn't him. And you know, everybody's in the jury citing Batman's side, like, hey, he's Batman, you know, when is he wrong, blah, blah, blah. And Bruce Wayne is like, I know he's wrong, and I'm gonna prove it to you. And that's how this comic book ends. Like, I'm gonna prove it to you. So it's pretty funny, like his you know, the people he represents, the people he is, Batman and Bruce Wayne, are actually fighting against each other. And that's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I love it. Tom King's doing a great job on that book. So the next comic book is Detective Comics number 986. So I don't know about you guys, but I feel that Batman has too many Robins. When I say Robins, I mean too many teammates. Too many people he's been holding under his wing and stuff like that. And I dislike that. I'm not with it. I feel like, you know, Batman's a solo guy. If not, you know, he has Nightwing, or, you know, I'm cool with the first 4 Robins, I would say, or the first Robins that got me. So it's Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, and Damian Wayne. I thought, you know, Damian Wayne's story was pretty cool. But other than that, this was an action-packed comic. We got to see the fight scenes. We got to see Black Adam in action, what he can do. Got to see the villain Karma again. Another person in there, Orphan, trying to do her job, trying to save kids. Yeah, I liked it probably because of the fight scene, because of the action. Not really much of the story, but we'll see in the future where that goes. So the next one we got is Death of the Inhumans number 2. Donny Cates is working on this book. Donny Cates is right now incredible right now, especially what he's doing with the Venom series. Oh my god, I'm loving it. I'm loving his work. Inhumans, I'm loving it as well. Here we get a cool scene of Black Bolt destroying people like it's nothing, like showing the true power of what he can do. I love Black Bolt. I feel like he's a cool character. You know, they're still going through the extinction of the Inhumans, dying off. They already lost. He lost Lockjaw. He lost his brother. I'm just really sold into it. I love everything. As you can see in this cover, you can see Vox. Vox is also a badass character that's in it. But also I loved what happened. They called it the Black Eulogy of what happened in this comic. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, even though I've been spoiling everything else. But I recommend you guys jump on this if you're not reading. Alright, so we are here to the final book. I'm pretty sure you guys already know what dropped this week, this Wednesday, yesterday. Fantastic Four number 1. There was like at least like 30 different covers out there. Well, where I picked up the comics, Midtown Comics, there was at least like 20. And then I saw online pictures, people were sending me like, yo, check out this cover. And I was like, what? Like, Jesus Christ. Even this had 3 other covers that goes with it, with the other 3 other members. 3 other members. Anyways, but yeah, so Fantastic Four, finally, the comeback. They have returned. Well, have they returned? Yeah, they kind of did not. I don't know how to tell you that without spoil. I'm gonna spoil it because I've been spoiling everything else. So anyways, so it starts off with Human Torch and his way, and the Thing doing what he's doing. They're all separate and stuff like that. Human Torch gets emotional. They popped up a flare that said Fantastic Four, and Human Torch thought it was the, you know, return of Reed Richards and Susan and Franklin and Valeria, but it wasn't. It was just these kids that were chilling on top of a rooftop, and they were like, oh my god, let's just go shoot this flare that we just robbed from them. But other than that, at the end, they do return. They do find a way to come back, and they do put up the symbol Fantastic Four. Well, just the number 4, but they do it in space. So it was pretty cool. I liked it. I think it was a good comeback. I think it was alright the way they came back, the way everything is. Hopefully it kicks off with like stories of what happened out there, because, you know, this was after the Secret Wars, all the whole thing with Doctor Doom and everything. We do get a little scene with Doctor Doom in there as well. I'm not gonna go in depth, but it's there. But yeah, you know, last time we heard, Reed Richards and all of them were gonna go make universes to rebuild the whole multiverse and do everything. So hopefully they go dive into those stories before they even start a new thing on Earth. Well, but yeah, other than that, I picked up these pops once again. If you guys know anything about them, if you guys think I should get into the whole collecting pops thing, just let me know. I know Mo, he collects pops. I don't know if Angel does. Angel Dust. Anyways, but yeah, these were the ones I wanted to pick up. I still gotta pick up Demona? Yeah, and I gotta pick up Goliath. I'm thinking of putting them in like a baseball case. I've seen it on YouTube, other channels and stuff like that. But that's all I have for you guys this week. Again, we're on Instagram, Dudes Talking Comics. If you guys want to reach out to us, talk to us, ask us questions, you know, that's where it's at. If you guys just want to have conversations about comic books that came out, issues that came out, pops, anything, we're all for it. We love talking comics. It's something we have a passion for. So let us know. Other than that, if you haven't subscribed, try to. If you can, click the button. If you do like the channel, if you do, you know, want to see content every time it comes out, hit that notification button and I'll pop up like, yo, what up? Anyways, that's enough said. It's hot outside, New York City. Boom.